How marijuana affects the brain. Marijuana, also known as cannabis, contains psychoactive compounds, with the main one being delta-9-tetrahydrocannabinol, THC. When marijuana is consumed, whether by smoking, vaporizing, or ingesting, THC interacts with the endocannabinoid system in the brain and body, leading to various effects. Here's a breakdown of how marijuana affects the brain. Before we start the episode, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Cannabinoid receptors. The brain has specific receptors called cannabinoid receptors, CB1 and CB2, that are part of the endocannabinoid system. CB1 receptors are primarily found in the brain and central nervous system, while CB2 receptors are more abundant in the peripheral organs and immune system. THC and CB1 receptors. THC, the psychoactive compound in marijuana, binds to CB1 receptors in the brain. This interaction leads to the activation of the endocannabinoid system, affecting various neurotransmitter systems. Neurotransmitter release. THC influences the release of neurotransmitters, including dopamine, in the brain's reward system. The increased release of dopamine contributes to the euphoria or high associated with marijuana use. Memory and learning. THC affects memory and learning processes, particularly in the hippocampus. Short-term memory impairment is a common side effect of marijuana use. Coordination and motor skills. THC affects motor coordination and can impair psychomotor skills. This impairment can impact tasks such as driving and operating machinery. Mood alterations. Marijuana use can lead to mood alterations, including relaxation and euphoria. However, in some cases, it may also induce anxiety, paranoia, or other negative mood effects, especially in high doses or sensitive individuals. Dependency and addiction. Regular use of marijuana can lead to the development of tolerance, dependence, and addiction in some individuals. Withdrawal symptoms, such as irritability, insomnia, and loss of appetite, may occur upon cessation of use. Long-term effects. Long-term and heavy use of marijuana has been associated with cognitive impairments, particularly in areas of attention, memory, and learning. Some studies suggest a potential link between long-term cannabis use and an increased risk of mental health disorders, although causation is complex and may involve other factors. Developmental impact. Marijuana use during adolescence, when the brain is still developing, may have more pronounced and lasting effects on cognitive function, pleasure, and reward system. THC's interaction with the endocannabinoid system influences the brain's reward system, leading to the release of dopamine. This activation of the reward system is a key factor in the reinforcing effects of marijuana and contributes to its potential for abuse. Anxiolytic effects. While some individuals may experience anxiety or paranoia, others report that marijuana has anxiolytic, anxiety-reducing effects. The impact on anxiety can vary, and factors such as dosage and individual differences play a role. Psychosis risk. There is evidence suggesting a link between heavy marijuana use, particularly in vulnerable individuals, and an increased risk of psychosis. This risk appears to be more significant in those with a predisposition to psychotic disorders. Impact on motivation. Long-term and heavy marijuana use has been associated with a decrease in motivation and a syndrome sometimes referred to as a motivation. Some users may experience reduced interest in goal-directed activities and challenges in sustaining attention. Impaired judgment and decision-making. THC's effects on the prefrontal cortex can lead to impaired judgment and decision-making. This can have consequences in situations requiring quick and accurate assessments of risks and benefits. Hormonal changes. Marijuana use can influence hormonal levels, including a temporary decrease in testosterone. These hormonal changes may have implications for reproductive health and development. Impact on sleep. While marijuana is sometimes used to promote relaxation and sleep, it can also disrupt the sleep cycle, particularly REM, rapid eye movement, sleep. Regular use may lead to dependence on marijuana for sleep. Medical applications. Beyond its recreational use, marijuana and its components have been investigated for various medical applications. Cannabidiol, CBD, another major component of cannabis, is of interest for its potential therapeutic effects without the psychoactive properties associated with THC. Research challenges. Conducting research on marijuana faces legal and regulatory challenges in many regions. This has implications for our understanding of both the potential therapeutic benefits and risks associated with marijuana use. Individual variability. Individual responses to marijuana can vary widely, and factors such as genetics, mental health history, and concurrent use of other substances can influence the overall impact. Legal and social context. The legal status of marijuana varies globally and within different jurisdictions. Social attitudes and legal contexts can shape patterns of use and contribute to the overall impact of marijuana on individuals and society. It's important to note that the effects of marijuana can vary among individuals, depending on factors such as dose, frequency of use, individual differences in metabolism, and pre-existing health conditions. Additionally, research on marijuana is ongoing, and new findings may contribute to a better understanding of its effects on the brain and overall health. If you have concerns about the impact of marijuana on your health, it's advisable to consult with a healthcare professional. If you enjoyed this episode, support us by like and subscribe.